Mousse it on up, baby.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're just going to be doing a curly wig install with some plucking, and I'm going to show you guys how I get my soft baby hairs with mousse. So if you guys want to learn how, definitely continue watching. So for starters, when you pluck, you definitely want to make the pointy side of the tweezers like pointed away from you, pointing into the hair, so that way you know you're actually going to be, having that grip on the hair, and you're going to be actually pulling the hair out. Because some people could pluck with two dull tweezers and it won't actually pull out the hairs, so you'll probably be plucking forever and wondering why it's not thinning out or you're not getting the effect. So you definitely want to go ahead and make sure your tweezers are sharp and you're using the pointed part pointed directly into the hairline. And when I pluck, I just like to go back into the hairline in a kind of irregular motion, because most hairlines are irregular and they're not too uniform with the way that they are. So definitely you just want to go in different spots and just go ahead and pluck backwards. I never like to stay in one spot for too long, and after I go in behind, after the little parts you see me make, I'll just go in from the front and thin that front out too, because we don't want that hairline to be too thick, because it will definitely look unnatural. So for starters, I'm just going to go in with some makeup and a very dense brush, and I'm just applying this all along the cap, and I just went with a makeup that matches my client's skin tone. Now, if you guys have seen previous videos, you'll know like I'm not a stickler for it being perfectly, melted and matching, unless it's an HD lace. And now I'm just going to go ahead and pull her wig down to see where everything lies, and I'll be going in with 99% alcohol to make sure I'm just cleaning up that area where we're going to be laying down that lace and that glue. You want to make sure you clean this really good. So today's glue of choice will be the Bold Hold Active. This is my favorite glue, and I'm just going in with a nice generous layer of this, and I'll be going in afterwards with the metal tip of my rat tail comb to just go ahead and smooth the glue out, so that when we lay this down, there isn't anything that's too lumpy and too thick, because that's going to cause the lace not to lay and not to melt. And with this, you want to do multiple layers. So I just decided to show you guys me doing a second layer. However, I did go in with 3 layers of this glue. And this is my second layer, and I just went in with this layer just a bit more generous with the glue as well, because I really wanted to go ahead and make sure that you didn't have any problems, because this lace was a bit on the thicker side. And when the lace is a bit thicker, you could have problems with going in and laying it down or anything of that nature. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pull this lace down directly into the glue, and then you'll see me go in with my rat tail comb, and I'm just going to be using the teeth of that to go ahead and just comb it and just really mesh that lace with the glue. And now this wig that I'm installing is from Unice hair, Unice, however you say it, and they sent me a curly wig, and this was a 24-inch curly wig. These curls on this wig was really nice, and I loved how it felt. The hair felt really nice and really soft, so I definitely can't complain, and I didn't really have too much problems with this hair. The knots bleached nicely. So I'm going to go in with my eyebrow razor, which I always try to use this to cut with, and I'm just going in an up and down motion all along the hairline, so that we know that that lace is going to be cut very irregular, and it won't be too, straight across, because that's going to give us a line of demarcation, and the lace is going to be like way more noticeable. So if you find like your lace tends to look noticeable, you may need to change how you cut the lace. And now I'm just going under the extra spots that were lifted up, because I always put my glue behind my hairline of the wig, because I don't want it to be in front of, because in front of it's kind of hard to correct. When it's behind, you can go in and add more glue. And you'll just see me going in again with the teeth of my comb to just go ahead and just comb that lace down directly into the glue. And although this lace was darker than her skin tone, it still came out nicely, and I really enjoyed doing this lace, and I actually was very happy with the outcome because I wasn't sure how this would look on her skin, but once I went in and cut the lace off, as you guys can see, it looks really natural. So now I'm just taking my tweezers and I'm just going to be plucking all along the part that I made. And when you're doing this, you're just going ahead and just pulling out any knots that are lying in the middle or like directly on the part to just make everything look really nice and cleaned up and make it look natural. And then I'll go in afterwards with my Kendra's Boutique hot comb to just make sure everything is really nice and flat. And I love this hot comb because it gets up to 500 degrees. And now, I have these baby hairs all parted out, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut them. And as you guys can see, I cut them about an inch or so, maybe a little bit longer. It's always better to start with the baby hairs cut a bit longer because you can always go back in and cut them shorter if need be. So definitely don't go in and cut too short because I see sometimes a lot of people can cut their baby hairs too short and then you can't really do much with them. So definitely always start off longer. So for today's baby hair styling, I'll be going in with some Nairobi Mousse, the foaming wrap lotion, and I'll just be going in with my edge control brush, and I'm just going in and swooping everything in like a nice little curved type of motion, and I'll just be using my finger to assist me as well. And with this technique, you just really want to be kind of delicate. You don't need to go in and comb too harsh because when you do like anything type of harsh or pulling like that, on the lace, you can possibly cause it to lift up because this foam is still wet and it is like still a liquid on the lace at the end of the day. And what you want to do when you're doing this is be careful as well too because this can get everywhere. I know they have thicker mousses, but this one is just my favorite. As you guys can see, it kind of started to drip down my client's face a bit, but still turned out nice. And I'm just going in and doing the same thing as I did on the other side. I'm just going in with my finger and then the comb as well and just smoothing everything and just going in with a nice swooping motion to get the desired look. And don't be too fixated on, this being the final product because you go in afterwards once the mousse sets you can recomb it. But you just want to get that shape down. And so now I'm going in with a nice sanding paper wrap strip to just go ahead and tie these edges down. Hey, what's good? And that's pretty much it. So now I'm taking some more mousse and I'm just applying this on the curls because I find when you use like a mousse or something like that or something that isn't as heavy as going in with like an actual gel, you can still maintain that wet type of look. And now let's see how this turned out. I'm going to go ahead and cut off this strip, and as you guys can see, we have some really nice soft baby hairs, and I'm just going to go back in with my comb, like I said, to just really go ahead and comb everything out because you want everything to look really soft. You don't really want some really gel down baby hairs with like got to be gel and the spray, which those are fine sometimes, but for this look I specifically want them to be soft. And I'm just going in again with my tweezers along that line of baby hair to kind of further thin that out because like I said, I wanted this to look really natural and really soft. And you'll see me going in and just tweaking the lace a bit because I'm a perfectionist, and I'm just taking some more of that makeup powder that I used that was her color, and I'm just kind of tapping that along the lace as well because like I did say earlier in the video, this lace was a bit darker than her skin tone. So I have a few questions for you guys. First, I wanted to know what is your favorite product for baby hairs. Let me know in the comments below because I'm looking to try some new baby hair products, whether it be a gel or a mousse or simply a spray. Definitely let me know in the comments below because I want to try something new as far as that goes. I also wanted to know what is your favorite product for curly hair. I currently have been using Miss Jackie's curling custard, and the Organics Defining Curl Cream. But I want to know some more curly products as well for either natural hair or wigs as well. Just definitely let me know that info down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down below as well. If you guys have anything you want to see on my channel, definitely let me know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. If this video helped you at all, definitely leave a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, definitely go do that now. Have some bomb content coming, so definitely stay tuned. And if you really want to stay up to date with my posts, because I post frequently, click the bell. Bye, you guys.